Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tanealy and this is Beauty. In this video, we're going to be doing a full face of makeup from Shopmissa. I have some new products that I'm going to try, as well as some products that are not new to the website. They've been on there for a while, but they're products I have been wanting to try for a while, and some products that I've been waiting to come back in stock. So let's go ahead and get started. I've already primed my face. I'm using the A+ No Pore Primer. This is one of my end-all be-all primers. I absolutely love this formula. My foundation is AOA Studio A+ Satin Buildable Foundation Drops. The shade is in Soft Tan. I absolutely love this formula. It's very lightweight, evens out the skin. Absolutely beautiful. I've also already done my brows. I'm using the AOA Studio Slim Brow in Dark Brown. This is one of my end-all be-all brow formulas. I absolutely love this too. The only thing I haven't done is concealer and setting powder because I wanted to go ahead and do that on camera. I'm just going to be using my Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. I only have one concealer from Shopmissa and it is way too light. I actually used that in my last Shopmissa video, and you guys remember it's about 3 or 4 shades. Way too light for me, so I decided to go ahead and grab my Milani concealer. This one just gives me a lot of coverage and a lot of brightness under the eye area. If everything is looking a little bit brighter, I finally put new batteries in my mirror, so that's why I have the LED soft lights from the mirror lighting on my face now, which makes things a lot easier to be able to see clearly. Alright, everything is looking nice and bright and even. Let's move on to powder. The powder that I'm going to be using is actually from my last Glow Addict box. It's the Banana Face Powder from Okalon, I think is the brand. This is one of the few products I got in that box that I was actually interested in trying. I love loose powders. I love banana powder, so I thought I would give this a try. I do have a loose powder from Shopmissa. It's an AOA brand, but I've used it so many times. You guys know what that formula is like. Take my sponge. I'm going to dip it into the powder, and I'm going to start applying it to my face. Banana powders are generally my favorites because the yellow tone works really, really well with my tan skin. Usually blends right in, and then the yellowness also helps to counteract redness or any kind of weird discoloration. And this powder seems to be blending in pretty well. I always use a sponge to set my face. I don't really ever use a brush. I'm going to set my under eyes using this Giovanni powder. I got this specifically to try for my under eyes. I like that really pretty kind of a gold finish. It's called Soft Honey. For the longest time, I did not set my under eyes, but lately I've been trying out different setting powders, just to kind of see, how they work under my eyes. I really like the AOA Studio Perfect Press Powder. I have that in Honey. That one looks really, really nice under my eyes, and I thought with this one being a mineral formula, this might look nice too, but let's see. I have this like big fluffy brush that I got in my last Shopmissa haul. I've really been enjoying it for concealer and for setting powder. Okay, I think it looks really nice. It's setting nicely. It's not looking crepey or crispy or anything like that. My under eyes are not looking super dry. The shade is giving me a little bit of brightness in here too, which I'm also enjoying. Alright, so far so good. I'll put a little bit on my chin and brighten up those areas. I'm going to bronze real quick using Giovi Sun Glow Shimmer Bronzers. You guys know I don't generally bronze, but I have been wanting to try bronzing more. This is one of the products that I was waiting to come back in stock. There is no shade name, but this is kind of like the middle toned. I'm going to take this kind of a tapered brush from the AOA Studio brand, and I'm going to try to use that to bronze. Alright, I'm just going to take a little bit and dust it around the forehead. Now this does have a little bit of shimmer in it. Generally, if I use a bronzer, I generally like to use a matte. Oh yeah, there is definitely shimmer in that. It's almost venturing on being a highlighter, but it does look pretty. It doesn't look like I put like a super glowy highlighter on my face. It just gives me like a little bit of a glow. You can see that. I'm going to take my sponge and then just kind of slightly go over that just to kind of dampen a little bit of the shine so it's not so super bright, but I'm liking the way that it's going on, and the shade is a really good match for me too. I was worried when I first got it that it was going to be like a perfect match to my skin tone, but actually it gives me just the right amount of bronze. It's not too deep. It's just right. I also got this Baked Powder Cake Foundation from VR. I mainly got it because I just really like that shell packaging. I thought that was really, really cute. The inside also has that really pretty shell formation. It might be kind of hard to see. All right, there we go. So you can see it better there when it's not like super bright on it. This one looks like it has more of a reddish orangey kind of undertone to it. It may work as a bronzer. I thought maybe it could work under my eyes, but yeah, that's going to be way too deep for that. I love how it comes with those little squishy sponges. I never use those. Seriously, you guys, I have gotten up and gone back into my room like 4 times because I keep forgetting stuff. This time I realized I forgot my trash can, which I need. Alright, now let's go ahead and throw on some blush and some highlighter. We're going to be using this blush from Amuse. It is the Blush and Glow shade number 5. There's not an actual like shade color name. We're going to use the blush from this palette, and then I'm going to throw on the AOA Studio Long Lasting Glow Silky and Buildable liquid highlight. I actually forgot that I had this. I was going to use the highlighter from the Duo, but I really want to try this one, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one instead. Grab my little angled blush brush. This is from Doe Color. Nice amount of pigment. I really like the shade. You guys know I love my burnt orangey tones. I'm going to start lightly applying it and then blending it out. That's a pretty shade. You guys, this bronzer is looking really, really pretty too. It's like I look like I have a healthy glow. I don't look like I have a highlighter all over my face. I'm usually hesitant when it comes to like products that say shimmer, glowy, because I have oily skin and you just never know. My skin is also textured because of acne scarring. That is a very pretty tone. Ooh. Ooh. I'm liking this. Before I throw in the highlighter, I'm just going to go ahead real quick and just kind of pat everything in with my sponge, just to kind of give it a more natural finish and all the lines blending in together. This shade is called Golden Rose. It's a very tiny little packaging. You can get this also. There are 5 shades altogether, and you can get all 5 in a bundle if you want. This is part of the Paw charity, so this one goes, anything over $1 goes to fight animal cruelty and animal abuse. Alright, so let's see what this is going to be like. This one has more of a pinky rosy glow to it. I'm just going to use my finger. I'm going to tap into it and just lightly put just 1 drop. I got a lot on my finger there. I don't want to go like too crazy with it, and I feel like more than 1 drop is going to be too much. I'll take my finger and just carefully start blending it in. Oh, that is pretty. I've been wanting to get into more like liquid and creamy type highlighters and blush formulas. It's got a little bit of an oily feel to it. So I don't know like how long lasting it's going to be on my oily skin. On the face though, as you can see, it looks really pretty. It's got a very pretty glow to it that just blends right on out. It looks very even. I take my sponge, I just kind of tap that in so it just kind of blends in. Doesn't look like too glowy and shiny, but that's pretty. I'm going to take my blush brush and just kind of blend all that together. So far, I am really liking how the skin looks. Everything looks even, looks soft, it looks smooth. I have a very healthy glow going on here. So let's go on ahead and move on to eyeshadow. Before we do that, though, I'm going to set everything down real quick with the A+ setting spray. This one is just the matte formula. The oil control one, I don't like as much. So I'm going to go ahead and set it down. I need to get me one of those little fans that I see all the big time beauty influencers using so that I can dry my face down quicker whenever I set it. I went on ahead and I primed my eyelids using that Milani concealer. Now it's time for eyeshadow. I have 2 palettes from, these are new from Shopmissa from the AOA brand. These just launched maybe a few weeks ago. The all matte palette is called Mother Earth, and the shimmer palette is called Patience. There were 4 palettes altogether. There were 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. The other 2 were kind of like the purple lavendery ones, so you had the mattes and then you had the shimmers to go with it. So basically it's like having 1 palette, but they split them up into 2 minis. Really, they could have put these into 1 palette and then just, you know, made it just 1 long palette, but, you know. There you go. This is just going to be a very simple, quick look. There are only 3 shades in this palette. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the chocolate brown shade. I'm going to lay that down into my crease area. I'm sure formula-wise, it's just going to be just as nice as those other AOA palettes I used in my last Trying New Makeup from Shopmissa video. Very, very smooth formula. Blending very nicely, very quickly. I was going to film the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette today. That was the one I originally had planned to film. You're still going to see that video before you see this one. But I had to kind of switch gears and change the plan as far as my filming, because my wonderful, lovely 16-year-old decided that she was going to sneak off campus. She thought it'd be a good idea to leave campus in the middle of the school day with a couple of girlfriends and go to Chick-fil-A. So now I have to go to the school to meet with the principal, and I didn't want to meet the principal wearing this really bright tropical blue, green, yellow, red eye look. So I thought, you know what, I better switch gears and do the more natural look so that I don't look too crazy when I go into the principal's office. I'm going to take my Shopmissa AOA Studio pointy crease brush here, and we're going to go into the deeper shade. I'm going to lay that on the outer corner and deepen that crease up just a little bit. I love how quick this look is coming together. I'm sorry if I'm a little sniffly or I'm sounding a little bit congested. My allergies are going a little wild today. I took a Benadryl and a Zyrtec. They haven't quite kicked in yet. So if I'm sounding a little sniffly, a little bit congested, that's why. I apologize for that. Wow. That is a beautiful, beautiful shade. I love it when I can just throw a look together really quickly and it doesn't take a whole lot of fuss. And this look is definitely a very simple one. I'm going to take my fluffy blending brush here from e.l.f. and I'm going to go into the lightest shade, and I'm just going to use that to kind of blend out the edges up here and then highlight the brow bone. And we're going to move into the shimmers, and the eyeshadow is going to be done. This look came together so quickly. Now we're going to jump into the shimmer palette here. I'm going to use the pinky highlight shade in the middle. That's going to be my all over shade, and then I think I'm going to take this one and put it in the inner corner to highlight. Oh, that's pretty. I don't actually think I'm going to need an inner corner highlight with this particular shade. I think this is highlight enough. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take that towards the inner corner. My camera stopped. I had to restart it. I keep forgetting that this one will only go 30 minutes. My old phone did the same thing. After 30 minutes, it will stop and you have to restart. What I was saying was that I'm going to take it into the inner corner. There we go. Just enough brightness. I don't need to put another shade in there. That's beautiful. I'm going to dip back into the matte palette real quick and just take that cocoa shade right there, or that cafe chocolate shade. I'm going to just throw that on the lower lash line real quick. Dipping back into this shade just to take it underneath. Right close to the lash line like that. I'm loving this. Usually I do a kind of a black wing, but I don't want to do that today. I kind of want this to be a little softer everyday look, so I'm going to use this pencil from Amuse. It's technically a brow pencil, but it's the only one that I really have that's like dark brown. Most of my pencils, or eye pencils rather, are in black. So we're going to go ahead and use this. And all I want to do is just kind of deepen my lash line just a bit. Just add a little bit of definition without it being like super, super harsh. I just don't want a super black line today. All right, I would say this pencil is kind of hard as far as using on the eyes. I mean, it isn't technically a brow pencil. It works great on my brows, but yeah, it's a little bit, it's a little stiff. I need to get me some pencils in dark brown, liquid liners, and just regular kind of gel liners or kohl liners. All right, I'm gonna give my lashes a little curl, and then we're going to give the Spiderlash Mascara a spin. I also have the Scandalous Reloaded Mascara. Both of these are from Malibu Glitz. Obviously, I can't try them both in this video. This is the one that I've been wanting to try the most. I love the red and black packaging on these. This one is dual-ended, or it has two sides to it, which is what dual-ended means. This one is kind of a really thick brush, and it's kind of pointy on the end. That is a big brush. Let's see what the other side looks like. This one is also pretty big. This one looks like it's more plastic, and there's like it's skinnier in the middle. I think this is the one I'm going to try. See how this goes. I generally don't like brushes that are super big like this because I have a hard time getting them into my actual lash base, but we will see. These had really good reviews. Like both mascara formulas had good reviews. So I was extremely excited about trying them. Okay. It's big, but it's actually grabbing each lash. I think it's because of the way that it's thin in the middle. It's really helping to grab my lashes and lift them. I'm not having a difficult time getting down into the lash base like I was worried about. And it is doing a really good job separating my lashes. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. I'll make sure that I do my cut-ins and all that stuff in this video. But yeah, it's really, really pretty. My lashes don't look clumpy. They don't look, you know, like super spidery. It's funny because it's called spider lash, but they don't look super spidery. They look separated. They're looking full. So far, I am liking the formula. All right, that is after 2 coats. You guys, so far I am loving this mascara. It has given me length. It has given me volume. It has given me fullness, but my lashes are separated. They don't look all clumpy. Yes, so far I am very, very happy. And yes, this look is definitely more appropriate for meeting the principal. So yeah, I am so far very super happy about this formula. Now for lips, I have 3 formulas. I already swatched these in my Shopmissa haul video, so I'm not going to swatch them again, but we have the more pinky. I think it's a little bit too cool tone for this look. This one is the pink neutral. This one could work. And then this one is that more coral neutral, which is actually called Reef. You guys, these smell very sweet. They have like a cookie scent to them. It's like I put it up to my mouth. I'm like, oh my god, it smells so good. I think this is the shade that I'm going to go with. I haven't used a bullet lipstick, you guys, in a long time. I don't remember the last time I've used one. My go-to formula is usually a liquid lip, but I'm wanting to try other formulas, and so I'm, wanting to venture into the bullet lipstick realm, as it were. So let me line my lips real quick. I'm just using this lip pencil. It's from NK. It's called Coral. I got this from my local beauty supply store. I might have to take a brush and touch up the lines, but we will see. Oh, that feels very nice. It feels very soft. It feels very creamy. It's going on very opaque. I am loving the way this formula feels. Feels really good. Alright guys, that is the completed look. I am loving how this lipstick looks. Very smooth, it's very creamy, it's very comfortable. To make this lipstick a little bit more long wearing, I would probably blot it with the tissue and then put another layer on and then blot it again, but I am really loving how it looks. It's not super matte. It's kind of a satin matte formula, but I really do like the way that it looks on the lips. It is looking really, really pretty. My phone is doing that where the audio doesn't quite match my lips thing, so whenever I'm editing, I'm going to have to like match the audio to my lips, which I kind of find annoying, but let's go ahead and finish out this video. I'm doing my final thoughts on all the products that I did try today. As far as the new ones that I have not tried before, I really like this lipstick. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. It's a nice opaque finish. It's very comfortable. Loving this so far. I really liked the Giovi mineral powder for under my eyes. I think it actually looks better than the pressed one that I use, or the pressed perfect powder from AOA that I've been using. I think this one actually looks better under my eyes. I think it looks a little bit softer. It looks brighter. Liking this so far. I really love the blush and the blush and bronzer, or blush and highlighter duo. It looks really, really beautiful on the skin. Very soft, naturally glowy finish there. The highlighter was really, really beautiful too. Like I said, when I first put it on, it felt kind of greasy, but I took my blush brush and just kind of blended everything in together, kind of meshed it all well. Set down really nicely. Does not feel super greasy on my face or anything. I'm really liking the finish. I think it looks really, really pretty. The eyeshadow palette's absolutely beautiful. I was able to throw together a really quick everyday look with these. And the mascara, I think my absolute favorite part of today's makeup look was the mascara. Absolutely beautiful. I have not used that one side yet with the super thick pointy side, but this brush right here, this grabbed onto each and every lash. It lifted them. I have thickness, I have separation, I have volume. I am loving this mascara. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider joining my little family. And if you'd like to be notified of any videos that may be coming up in the future, just be sure to tap the notification bell down below. You'll be notified each and every time. Be safe, take care of yourself, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.